Ricky St. Laurent. You're now watching On the Come Up podcast with your boy DJ Ace. Let's go.
Greetings, my people. Welcome to another episode of On the Come Up podcast with your host, DJ Ace. And before we get started, I'd just like to tell everybody, please like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. That's just going to help us push our content to the best of our abilities and just give you more exclusive entertainment that you need to see. So with that being said, I want to intro a special guest of mine, a friend, a colleague, a music connoisseur. Intro yourself, my brother. Talk to him.
Man, it's your boy Ricky St. Laurent. How y'all doing?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Ace, man, what's up, bro?
Happy New Year. We're still in the New Year. Yeah. It just started.
There,
yeah.
It's the beginning.
Word. What's your climate, though? Talk to him.
Man, there's a lot going on right now, bro. But I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm blessed, man.
So, for those who don't know who RSL is, give them a little backstory. Where you from? How you get your start?
I'm RSL, man. I come from Jersey. We outside. You know, I do music. I'm a musician.
Right.
I direct. I just do a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah.
So if you need something done, it gets done.
Okay, tap in. For those who don't know, tap in. You do a lot.
Yeah.
You multifaceted. Tap in. So, where you from, though?
Yeah,
Originally?
I'm from Union City.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up, and then I moved. I live in Bergen County now.
Okay.
From Jersey.
You're from Jersey. Regardless, you repping. Okay.
Jersey.
So, when did you get your start into music? How'd you start? Where'd you find that music was your calling?
Dude, it was like when I was really young. I was young. I was like about 15 years old. And then my mom would just play me like old school songs. And then like I would really like these songs. So instead of listening to certain hip hop songs and shit, like I would play these type of songs. And then it was my shit. I was loving them. So I ended up linking with some dude that was.
How'd you get into hip hop though? Because, you know, for those who don't know, you're like from Spanish descent, right?
Yeah, Spanish descent.
How, like a lot of, you know, Spanish kids don't get the opportunity to listen to.
I lived across the street from projects.
Okay. So you was hip. Oh, why? Yeah.
Like I walk outside and the influence is right outside.
Okay, for sure.
So it was a little something like that. But I got a little influence from my mom and shit. And she used to play all the old school stuff. So I used to just incorporate the mix of both. You know what I'm saying? And then grew up started doing my own shit. You know
Right. So who were the people you were listening to that really influenced to what you do now?
Back in the day, it had to be Usher, man. Usher. I listen to a lot of Chris Brown. We were around the same age.
Okay.
So, yeah, Usher. I listen to a lot of Trey Songz.
Okay.
And 50 Cent, man.
Just the pioneers.
Yeah, the pioneers.
Yeah, the GOAT.
50 Cent had it.
Yeah,
at one point.
of course.
Still
He was
got
the
it,
guy.
Shout out to 50.
Yeah. He was a guy. He's still the guy. Yeah, 100%. So, when you were growing up, what type of person were you in school? Like, you was a class clown, an introvert?
I was a class clown, bro.
Yeah.
I was getting kicked out of classes.
Yeah?
We was getting transferred, fighting.
Oh, snap.
And I was one of them type of people that was cool with, like, the nerds. I was cool with, like, the ESL kids. So I was a jock. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with the rappers, the hood dudes.
Right.
It was just all around thing.
So you say you was a jock. So you was playing sports?
Yeah, I was playing sports. I played baseball and football.
What position? Football?
Football I played a whole bunch of positions. I was a fucking left guard. I was a linebacker.
You was nice?
Oh, yeah, I was all right.
What happened?
Last graduating class Unit Hill, man.
What happened?
I was going to do baseball. Baseball was my shit because I'm lefty.
Okay.
And I'm Dominican, so you already know.
Yeah.
I was doing baseball for a minute, and then I graduated high school, and I was going to go train in Dominican Republic, and I fucked up my knee.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Oh, my goodness. What's the thing about
that flat?
Yeah, but what's the thing about that with, like, DR kids and going to train? Is that, like, the go-to?
Well, what it is over there, like, they train you really hard. Like, I was waking up at 4 a.m., running till 6 a.m., throwing a ball 100, 200 times, and then leaving that in the scorching heat, eating, then having to come play a game, leaving the game, then having to do conditioning at night. Like, it was, they do programs where it's like all around. You know what I'm saying? So they got kids from like Europe, they got kids from the United States, they got kids from all around.
That's
a lot of major MLB players went to that camp.
Okay. So if you ever have a son, you think you'll put him through the same thing if you say you like baseball? The same, if he wants to?
Do baseball, we locked in. You want to be a producer, we locked in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever he want to do, man.
Right.
Just got to guide him the right way.
100%.
That's all we got, man. It's the youth.
100%. So speaking into the sports and just the determination, how did being a baseball player, a football player, to keep that fire and that drive that you have now in music?
I would say it was like the competitiveness. Like I just always loved to compete, man. Like whether it was any sport, whether it was like video games, you know what I'm saying? Like the music, I just started, I had a feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a rhythm. I was like, found out I could sing. I was like, wait, I found out I could sing. I was doing this. And then I would sing on the way home and shit, listening to my Walkman. I'm a little old. Listen to Walkman.
You can't tell.
Yeah, and then,
can't tell.
And then like I would just walk home, and then after practice, and one of the dudes that was at practice, he would sing too. He was a little older.
Word.
He was a senior. I was like a freshman.
Okay.
He was like, yo, I'm starting a band. We're doing a boy band, this, that, and the third. I want you on it. I mean, you singing,
boy
go home.
band.
Yeah, that's when boy bands was a thing.
112.
Yeah,
Day
bro,
26
112,
vibes.
Jagged Edge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was on. So like I linked up with him, and that's when the music started for me, bro.
That's fine.
And I was doing music for a minute.
Did you record anything by then?
I think I was 18. I recorded my first record. Yeah, I was about 18. I recorded my first record, and yeah, that shit ain't go nowhere.
Yeah, you remember it? To date? Barely?
Yeah,
that's cap.
Barely.
Everybody knows their first record.
Yeah, that's cap.
That's cap.
I remember. It's bad.
It's bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
We're gonna find it.
Nah, we can find it.
We're gonna find it.
Girl, what you trying to do?
I was one of them vibes.
Yeah, one of them vibes.
Okay. Yeah.
Back the biddies.
Yeah. Did you do anything like in terms of music in school? Like, were you in like any plays, or were you doing any?
I was in band. I did. Yeah, I was in band. I was playing the bass, and then I would go during halftime. I would be with the band.
Okay. And
then go back on the field.
On the field.
Play football. Yeah.
That's dope. How was that transition? Was that hard to keep up?
Yeah.
Or you could handle it?
I was a kid with energy, bro.
Oh, okay.
I was
so you felt like you could do anything?
I could do it all.
Dope.
I still could do it all though. We outside.
You know? So speaking of that, you graduated, right?
Yes, sir.
From that time point, where did music take you? What were you doing?
Dude, that time point, music was lost to me. So I stopped doing music for a minute.
Why? How so?
The streets, man. The streets took a hold.
Okay.
I started hustling, doing my thing outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then just the music just stopped for me.
Okay.
It became a hobby. It became something that I knew how to do, and I would say that I did.
Just cause.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, oh yeah, I do music, but I was never really like focused in the art of what I was doing, you know?
All right, 100%.
And before you know it, it was like a year, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years.
Wow.
And it just like crumbled.
Right. So in that point, when did you fall back in love with it? What was the point where you was just like...
Pandemic made me fall in love with music.
So it was a minute you wasn't doing music.
A long time.
Wow.
I was doing other things. I was like trying to start a security company, you know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to do the regular stuff that I had to do, take care of my family and do what I gotta do.
Right.
But pandemic hit, you know what I'm saying? I had a little bit of money. I linked up with my boy Mr. 100 Summers, and then we got right. We did a record with Jadakiss, and I was like, yo, we gotta pick this back up. I got talent. I can do this. Yeah. And then ever since then, I've been rocking.
That's fire. Talk to me about your dynamic with Manta, Mr. 100 Summers.
He's cool, man. He's like, I look at him like a big brother to me, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been in the game for years.
Right.
He's been doing this shit for a long time. So he's like, kind of like a hood legend. So he just put me on game. He's like, show me the blueprint of how we're going to move and how I'm supposed to move in this industry. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shiesty motherfuckers in here.
Definitely.
So you just got to know how to maneuver and you just got to be yourself.
Right.
A lot of people think you have to be somebody or you have to have this type of money to go somewhere. You just got to be in the room, man. Yeah. If you're in the room and you got the vibe.
And you got the talent, it's going to speak.
It's going to speak for
100%.
itself.
We're going to get back into the shiestiness of certain label people and just in the industry topics. But speaking back into what you were saying though, why did it, like, in your heart, because a lot of people they go through life and they will say, oh yeah, I did music and then I stopped and then I never picked it back up. So what was it so important for you? Do you feel like music saved you in a way?
Yeah, I do. Music kind of did save me, man, because I felt like I was lost without it. And like I would do little songs here and there, but it felt like I was missing something every time, you know what I'm saying? And then like I got that void felt like filled. I had my daughter, and that was like the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And then I was like, I got to do something that's gonna benefit her and her children. You know what I'm saying? So like, what can I do? What am I good at that I can go ahead and make sure that her kids and their kids still are benefiting off of that. So I was like, I gotta do this music shit. This music live. If you own all your masters and own all your stuff, it'll live forever, bro. Timeless.
So when you did that record with Bro, was that the first record you ever did?
No.
Coming back? Or you was doing some trial and error?
Yeah, I did some trial and error, a couple of trial and error records. My email's filled with them. So I did a couple records. I never released any of them. Okay. And then that was the first record that we re-released. That I was like, that was the one I'm coming out with, the new name, the rebrand.
Right. So what was your name before?
Oh man, it was Kid Keys.
Kid Keys?
Yeah.
What was that? Explain that.
I don't know. I was a singer, so I was like, that's what I was going with, Kid Keys, and I spelled it a certain way. I was like KIID, KEYZ.
Yo, that's mad.
It was crazy. So I was going with that, and then it was just a rebrand, bro. I started like my name Ricardo, so I just rebranded it.
Ricky Saint Laurent. Yeah. What made you come with the Saint Laurent? You like the vibes?
Yeah, it was the vibe. The Saint Laurent vibes. That's what we was going with. And shout out to my boy Cake. we were in the studio. He was like, "Man, this shit sound like on some Saint Laurent shit. Like, we gotta Saint Laurent
expensive vibes.
Expensive vibes."
Okay.
So it was like, you know what? Let's see Ricky Saint Laurent.
Word. That's fire.
The rest was history.
That's fire. So with the Mensa collab that you had with Jadakiss, did you ever get a chance to be in the studio with him? I know y'all did a music video.
Yeah.
But
We at first we went to we had 2 studio sessions with Jadakiss. I didn't go to the first one. But then we ended up having a second one, and I got to link with him and meet him before the video, so it was cool, bro.
How was that dynamic?
That guy's the man.
Yeah,
he's the man. Yeah. He's a lot of like, you just be around him and you soak up game. You know?
Yeah, nah, he showed he was the man with that verses. Yeah, bro. He showed it.
Old head, and he's very humble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He keep it 100, and he's more fit than half of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
they be locked in.
When you be around him and his camp, bro, like, you really listen.
You learn something. 100%. That's dope. So let's tap into the industry. Why do you say that it's a lot of shiesty people in your opinion? What have you learned going through in and outs of how many years you've been in this game? What have you learned for the people who don't know, that's just tapping in, that's listening to Ricky like, oh, I know him. I seen him from UC. I know his upbringing. I want to do the same thing. What's something that you could tell people about the industry that they need to avoid?
Listen, the industry is full of yes men. Yes men. They will yes you to death, and they will make you get your hopes up, and you'll be like, yo, this is it. This is the one that's going to pop, and then nothing happens.
Right.
What I tell you, man, is put your own legwork in. Put your own legwork in when it comes to the videos. Put your own legwork in when it comes to the marketing, to the putting your stuff out. Don't just put your stuff out one time and be like, all right, cool, I put it out. Yeah. It's gonna blow now. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna get this company or this person to push my shit. You push that shit, man. You go out there, make sure you get all your stuff. Make sure you do it all. Yeah. Do it all on your own, man. And then get a good team with you. Get a couple dudes that you vibe with, the energy's right, and take off, bro.
Have you ever been in a situation where you were in a label situation, or?
I was in a couple of situations like that. Part of the reason why I stopped doing music was a long time ago. We were supposed to sign a Khaled, and a whole situation happened. We're not gonna get into that. Yeah. And then it just
shifted.
Fell off. Yeah, it shifted, and then it was like, we ain't fucking with them no more. And this was when I was young, so I was like, damn, I'm not good enough. Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm done with this shit.
Oh, so it made you feel a little ostracized. Yeah. Oh man. So what can you tell the people what not to do in situations like that?
Don't give up, and keep recording, and don't have an ego. You know what I'm saying? Don't have an ego. Go out and do what you got to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make the music and put feeling into the music, because people are gonna hear that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put feeling into a song, it's gonna die out. It's gonna die out.
100%. So a lot of people that's just making records just to make records.
Make records just to make records, or they do it just to see the check, or like, I want to do music to make money. Right. Now you gotta do music because you love this shit, bro. People are gonna hear that,
and then the money gonna come.
Yeah, because you'll get a song that goes viral, and then what happens when the virality goes down? Yeah,
you'll die out. Yeah. You just be
has
another
no substance.
Yeah, 100%. You just be another one.
Just be another one.
Yeah. So
2 years later, they forget you.
You feel me, right? And it's crazy how this industry goes. It's like you'll catch that, and then what's going on with you? What happened? Nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing no shows. You ain't doing, and you stuck in a situation.
Stuck.
It's the baddest thing. So, being that you've been on the come up for quite some time, you still bubbling up and stuff. What was that one record that people heard from you that was like, yeah, that's the one? Other than the Mensa record that you did.
And I
have a real personal question to ask you after this.
I have a couple records that I liked, but it was an R&B record that I had that I released. It was called Freezer. Pretty dope. And I was like, you know what? This is like the pickup. Yeah. I started picking up. I actually shot that video at Phoebe's.
Yeah. Shout out Phoebe.
You know. So that record was dope, and I came up with that record, and it was like, I was like, you know what? I could really do this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I could come back. Because I thought I was a little washed. I was a little rusty. Yeah. I was like, I can't do what the new niggas is doing. And I got right.
Yeah. Okay, my personal question, I felt like you should have put more into that record. Yeah. I love that record, Freezer. It's fire. The whole concept of it was dope, man. You know? And I felt like you should have really just put more into it. Like, it was dope. I know. That's why it was a personal question. Like, I genuinely like that record.
Well, you know what, Ace? We're gonna re-release that.
Yeah,
we're gonna do something. That's coming back. So
look
out for that.
Or like a part 2 with just different drums, a different whole beat.
Right?
By me and Propane in the back over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Propane.
Shout out Propane. I need a DJ Ace beat, man. Y'all take too long.
Yeah. Soon come. You feel me? First step is getting on the pod. Next step, then we're gonna collab.
RSL, OTC.
Yeah. So, being that you got a lot of stuff going on, shout out Joe on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? what's the other businesses that you get into? Because I know you multifaceted.
So
you do a lot of stuff.
We do a lot of stuff like in the West Coast. So shout out Jardin. It's a dispensary. It's the #1 dispensary outside in West Coast. My man's Adam and Zach, bro. They're awesome over there. That whole team, they take care of us. We go over there and they show us mad love.
Dope.
So it's dope, man. I'm rocking with them right now. And then shout outs to Dro. We doing Dro too. And just trying to link up with other companies, bro. People that have the same ideas and want to go and get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we on. We on next level shit.
So what's the importance of being a musician that has more than one income or situation going on? How can you benefit from that instead of just doing a one man thing?
Music costs money. So anybody tells you that you think that you're just gonna go make a record and that's it, that's what you're doing, that shit costs money. So if you don't got like another source of income when you working, like it's okay to have a job, bro. Like you don't gotta go out and not have a job and pretend like you somebody when you're not. Like it's okay, go have a job, work at fucking wherever you gotta work and get your bag. And then once you get your bag, you start putting it into studio time and doing what you gotta do.
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it, no matter what. No matter what. Because that's just, if you getting money, you're gonna have money to be able to fund shit. You're gonna have money to go on trips to Vegas, go on trips to certain places. You're gonna be able to move around, do what you gotta do. And people see that. People don't like leashes, man.
At all.
Don't like niggas around that ain't putting nothing to the table.
At all. Speaking of that, since you've been with these pioneers and the certain people that have been doing it for a long time, what's the game that they've told you that you could tell people?
Own all your shit.
Okay.
If you're gonna sell, have some leverage. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I know that, I don't know if you know, but like everybody is a high market in people's catalogs.
Right.
So like everybody, Justin Bieber
just sold 200 million.
But
I feel like that's low.
It's low. It depends. I don't know how the deal is. I don't know how many songs.
Yeah, 290.
290 songs?
Yeah.
Like all of his
all his whole thing. 100%. For 200, what? Baby alone sold. Baby went like 10 times like
there has to be a contingency there, you know.
It has to.
Has to be.
But
where he gets a certain percentage, but
you know,
200 and liquidity.
It makes no sense.
Good, man.
Yeah, but
I would have done it.
Facts, but I would have done like at least 500.
At least, right, $500 million.
Because it's Bieber, bro. Like you're touching, like he and The Weeknd and Drake are the people who are touching Michael Jackson type of vibe. So like
he sells out right away. You tell Justin Bieber, sell out for years. It's not something that he's been doing like now. He been selling shit since he was like 15, 14.
That's what I'm saying. To me, I feel like that's a little. It's a little low. It's a lot of low. You need to add, you know.
Like I said, there has to be something in that contract. It's something that they worked out where he's like, his lawyers was like, take it.
It makes sense. Take it, right?
Take the 200.
Maybe it's deal or maybe something.
Because you don't necessarily have to sell your full, like 100% of each catalog. You know what I'm saying? You could sell like 50% of your entire catalog or 75% of your entire catalog.
I read on Rolling Stone it said 100%.
Yeah, it was 100%? His whole
thing.
Oh, sure.
That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, is he done with music? Like, some people get tired at some point.
Or maybe he needed to invest in something else. And he needed those 200 million.
The 200 million to step into something different, right?
He needed liquid.
We don't know, bro. Only you could tell us, Bieber.
The story continues.
You know, but yeah, like you were saying, leverage.
Yeah, leverage, man. You have to have leverage. That's how you, like, when you get into a room and you go to these places, you don't ever want to be around too much. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to bring something to the table. Because now you have leverage when you go to these rooms and they're like, hey, we want to pay you this X amount of dollars, and we want to go ahead and take 10%, 20%. You have leverage. You're like, all right, cool, but I'll take the money and I'll take the advance, but I want to do a deal where I can buy it back. So now you put that money into something else, and now you could buy your shit back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a loss.
It's not a loss at all. So
if you invest it right. It's not niggas will go out and buy chains and buy cars and not invest it back into the music. Like, invest in your music. Yeah. Invest in yourself.
100%. And find a good lawyer.
Yes, that's number one.
Find a great lawyer. Or know what you're reading at least.
Pay attention.
Google, man.
Pay attention to the fine print, because they'll smile on your face. That's another thing. They'll smile on your face, tell you that everything's okay. Here's all the money. Your eyes are fucking shining. And under the fine print, it says we own all your shit.
All your shit for 5 years.
For 5 years, you can't do work with nobody. It's happened. I know people that's happened to, man. And it's a sad thing where it's like a random dude in Japan owns all your music. A nigga that don't know nothing about music, he owns all your music, and
you can't put out nothing.
Put nothing out.
Not even on no SoundCloud. They will take it down. Strike it, everything.
Feel me?
And that's how people get depressed too. Yeah. So like, please. Were you in a situation where like you were depressed about music?
Dude, Couple years, couple years, man. Couple years. I lost the art, like the love. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I wanted it back, and I wanted to find it again. And it took a while. Yeah, it took a long time.
Were you tapping in that time? Were you tapping into different genres, like doing rap, hip hop, different?
I was doing rap, hip hop, rock.
Yeah.
I was doing country.
Okay.
EDM.
Everything just to find it.
Just to find doing something, and I was just writing all this music. I wasn't recording any of it. So I was just writing. My notes is full.
So currently, right now, do you still write, or you just go off?
Well, now so after a while, the artistry becomes like your like norm. You know what I'm saying? Like muscle memory. Yeah. So now I can go into the studio and spit some shit and do what I got to do. Yeah. But I like writing because I like to tell stories in my songs.
Okay.
I like to make people feel something or go through an emotion or see a picture, the whole story of how it's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Tough.
And like now I like to write shit down. I don't want to just spit like, shorty, you're bad. She want to catch me.
The regular stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't do studio clones, man. We're not doing that no more, man. There's a lot of niggas out there that are studio clones. Y'all just be cloning each other, using the same
flow,
plugins, doing the same beat package.
Right.
Like, it's sickening, bro. Get out of your element, please.
Right. And just do something different. Change the game.
Change it up, man. Change it up.
Yeah.
Change it up. If you could do music, you could do it.
Right.
And watch, it'll elevate the shit you want to do.
And everybody around you.
Because
they're going to stop being yes men.
Yeah, they're going to stop being yes men. People going to be like, all right, cool. We understand now.
Right, fire. So what's your type of way that you record your music? Like, do you self-record? Do you go in the lab with somebody? Do you record with mad people in there? Do you record by yourself? What's your vibe?
I guess it depends on the vibe. But like, if we out in Vegas, we lock in it's what's the name of that studio? It's called The Hideout. Shit, it's crazy. I forgot that name. We be there all the time. It's called The Hideout Studios, and it's like one of those rooms where like Ozzy Osbourne recorded, Five Fingers of Death, like super hardcore rock. Yeah. So these rooms are like super quiet and nobody in there. Yeah. If it's not the people you brought, there's nobody in there. So when we travel light. And we just be locked into the studio with the engineer. Shout out Kyle. And Kyle just do what he do, you know what I'm saying? And we go at it.
Fire.
We're gonna do another lockout in a couple months.
Let me know, man. I'm willing to travel. I'm willing to send it back. We gotta work.
We'll do some shit.
It's in due time.
That's what we need. That we'll lock in 12 hours in the studio, and we'll make the beat there. We'll do the lyrics there. We'll do some shit.
Dope.
That's the whole experience, the whole vibe, and people hear that in the song.
Yeah, fire, man. I want to say it on camera, man. I love to see your success.
Appreciate you, man.
Been locked in for a minute, and I just, I like to see you win.
Motherfucker, man. You already know.
I just want to see you win, dog. You've been doing this shit since I met you. You've been doing it, and you've been locked in with this stuff. So, and every time I see you, it's nothing but love. So I want to see you win, my brother. On camera, I'm saying this. I want to see my brother win.
It's my brother, man. DJ Ace coming up.
Yes, sir. So what's next for you, though? What you got going on? Talk to me.
All right, so I got a couple things going on, man. We got a single coming out featuring my boy Jay Visa. Shout out to him. Shout out to 1-800 Beats. It's coming out about the 10th of February. Okay. It's a fire single. Make sure y'all check that out. Pre-save's coming out in February 1st. I also got a tape coming out towards the end of February. I'm rocking and rolling with that.
What's the name?
It's called So Over You EP.
So Over You.
Yeah, So Over You EP, man. It's all the bitches that broke my heart.
Yeah, it's for them.
So
100%. How many songs?
There's 6 songs.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take you through a vibe, man. It's gonna be a ride. So y'all gonna enjoy it.
We love that. Before we even get up out of here, I know you say you wanted to play a record. We're gonna insert it.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Name it, and then we'll plug it in.
We about to play. I got an exclusive for DJ Ace. OTC podcast. It's called Bane in the Range. Coming out. We don't even know when it's coming out yet. Yeah. So it didn't even get cleared yet, but DJ Ace got it.
Tough.
And we about to play that for y'all right now. It's called Bane in the Range by Ricky St. Laurent.
All right, bet.
I don't fuck around with all that drama shit. I be speaking fluent, yeah, that llama shit. Shells cool your body like some Bengay. Been hustling since the 5th grade. It must have been a good day. She woke up on my swerving lanes. I might crash the 100 on the dash. You don't ever wanna go and see your life pass. Show my bitch a good time. Yellow diamonds with the wine. Taking trips overseas cause my bitch is bad. Ain't a poppy like what's poppin'. I'ma need 100 y'all, but shit come back 120. How you know a nigga winning?
Hope y'all like that record. Hope it was
dope,
fire,
man.
So my brother, I appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Yes, sir. So
for real, we locked in.
Where can they follow you at?
You can catch me at Ricky St. Laurent on Instagram. It's official Saint on Twitter. And just Google me, man. Google Ricky St. Laurent, Google 100%. RSL, and you can catch me out And we locked in, man. Stay tuned.
For sure. And where can they send beats to? You know, there's a couple producers. I definitely
tap into my Instagram, man. Tap into my Instagram. DM me if you're fire. Do some shit.
Yeah.
I still need a DJ Ace beat, so y'all behind him. Yeah. So once I get the beat from him, I get a beat from y'all.
Nah, for sure.
And yeah, we locked in, man. RSL Worldwide, OTC. Let's get it.
Saying. Appreciate everybody for watching this episode. Follow us at OTCU Pod. Once again, follow us at OTCU Pod. Follow me at DJ Ace 201.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
You know. Follow Masaili, the director, at Masaili-God. And it's been another episode of On the Come Up.